y'all. Let me give my volume a chance to get it together. Okay, can you hear me now? Welcome to my channel. I'm Jigs. This is Jigs in these Wi-Fi streets. Okay, before I get into it, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you all for clicking on this video. Please do feel free to share this video if you'd like. Hit the like button. Help me out with these algorithms, y'all. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Go check out all my other videos. Okay. And we're gonna get into my recap and review of Housewives of Potomac season 7 episode 4. This episode is not that eventful, I would say. It's the majority of it takes place in Robyn's event. Robyn throws an event. Last episode she invited everybody but Wendy to like kind of like a track and field type of family orientated event. So yeah, let's get into this recap review, right? Again, subscribe, hit the like button, share if you'd like, check out my other videos. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and supporting my channel. So let's get into it. So in the beginning, right, this episode, like I said, is not that eventful. So Robyn and Wendy are talking to their husbands about the argument that they had. They got into an argument in Ashley's event, right, over Mia's cancer scare. So Wendy, of course, tries to make herself look a little bit more innocent to her husband. But she is, of course, insulted or, I guess, hurt. And I would feel the same way about Robyn inviting everybody to the family thing and not her because this is a family event. You feel me? Robyn, though, also feels bad. So she comes up with an idea of asking Candace to ask Wendy if Candace can bring the kids. I can tell you off top when I first heard the idea as a mom, that was a no-go for me. And Robyn should know better. Like, honestly, Robyn should know better because if the shoe was on the other foot, I don't think Robyn would allow her children to go either. But nevertheless, as they're talking to their husbands, they're explaining, right, what happened at the Ashley's, there was a dance thing that she did. Anywho, so they're talking about how Giselle approaches. I write stuff down, you guys, so I can remember. How Giselle approached Candace over Chris. So it's funny because to me it's funny because their reactions are completely different, right? So Juan is like, listen, if Giselle was so bothered back then, why didn't she say anything back then? However, if he made her feel uncomfortable, he does owe her an apology. Now, Wendy's husband, on the other hand, is like, nah, they trying to get Chris because, like I said in my recap of episode 3, excuse me, this franchise don't play. They all about high ratings. Every group has a pot stir, and every housewife gets to turn on the hot seat. Husbands are not exempt. And Chris may have made a mistake trusting Giselle because I really honestly think he wanted to have an innocent conversation with her. Maybe he should not have done that. Maybe a lot of women will find that inappropriate. I did initially, but my ex, the father of my oldest daughter, used to do the same thing, and it was not actual in no type of way. So I also, because I've been watching from season 1, episode 1, not just Potomac, but the whole franchise, I feel like Giselle is very messy boots and may be lying. Like, maybe the situation took place, but I believe she was the one that maybe asked him to go back. I don't think he was that. I don't think he asked her that. That's a little too much. Okay, I think she was the one, and I don't think that she was trying to flirt with him either. I think maybe she did invite him back to the room because she did feel like there was people there, which is why when they got there, she asked him to leave. But nevertheless, I just found it funny, like how the husbands reacted, right? So Karen is talking to Raven about a conversation that she had with Ray. I want to say it was the first episode. It could have been the second episode of this season. So you know how Karen had her tatas done. So Ray was talking to her about how he doesn't want her to send a wrong message to women, but Karen is talking to Raven about maybe it was really a wrong message to her. Which, I mean, I understand because that's his baby girl. He doesn't really want her, doing that into her body. Understandably so. Like I said, this episode wasn't that eventful. Ashley is talking to her publicist, who's equally a friend of hers. Now, she wants to get a jump ahead on the announcement of her divorce because, considering the past, Michael has come out in a lot of blogs and, of course, in a negative light for, well, basically his alleged behaviors, right? So she wants to get ahead of this article because she doesn't want she wants to get ahead of the story because she doesn't want people insinuating that this is because he cheated or, throwing him under the bus. And it's looking more and more to me like Ashley does not want her divorce and really does want her husband. And maybe filed as not a stunt, but as a way to wake her husband up. I don't know. But he's not really fighting this divorce, but he is lying to her about some stuff. That seems to me like in a way to hinder her from being able to leave. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So okay, now we cut to because the majority of the episode takes place at Robyn's event, and Robyn's doing like a family day at a park. So everybody's headed over there, right? So Mia on her way there is talking to Gordon, her husband, about her mom. As you all know, her mom is a recovering addict, and she said something interesting, and I actually wanted to look it up. We're gonna learn a little something this episode because this episode is not that eventful. So let me first type it out. I'm so sorry, you guys. So Mia's talking to Gordon and telling Gordon that Mia was talking to her aunt, which was beneficial for her relationship with her mom because her aunt told her that when that she had seen her mom prior to the ABUSC of the DRUGSs, right? Did I say that before? I hope I didn't. I hope I did. But anyway, um, and that of course she saw her mental decline, and that how whenever you start ABUSing heavy DRUGSs, it's kind of like your mental growth gets stunted at that age. So I wanted to actually see if I can look that up to see if that's true. I don't know how old Mia's mom was when she began to ABUSE DRUGSs, but let's look. Okay, I'm here on adolescent brain development and DRUGSs. Right? Why is this not letting me scroll? Oh, okay. Adolescent Brain Development and DRUGSs. This is from ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. Abstract. New scientific discoveries have put a much different perspective on our understanding of adolescent behavior. Research now suggests that the human brain is still maturing during the adolescent years. The developing brain may help explain why adolescents sometimes make decisions that are risky and can lead to safety or health concerns, including unique vulnerabilities to DRUG ABUSC. This new science can be useful in revisiting prevention strategies. To be more effective. I want to see. Okay, what neuroscience says about brain mature. I'm sorry, maturation, matureness. I want to go with matureness. It says MATUR. I know it's mature. I cannot pronounce that. My brain ain't mature that much. I started smoking that fruit at age 14. Marijuana. No, no. Not that I'm promoting that. What neuroscience says about brain maturation. The pioneering research of J. Geed and colleagues at the National Institute of Mental Health has produced evidence that the brain is still developing during adolescence and young adulthood. The brain grows an excessive number of connections between brain cells prior to adolescence, but at about age 11 or 12, the brain begins the processing of sculpting. This is not what I want to see. Okay, implications of understanding adolescent behavior. I may not find what I'm looking for. The developing brain and vulnerability to DRUG use. Developmental pathways of addiction most certainly involve several factors and processes, including the neurobiology of addiction, environmental factor, genes, and comorbidity, such as conduct disorder or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. However, insights about the brain development provide additional clues as to why adolescence might be a particular. You know what? I don't want to see. I don't know how old she was when she was doing that. I just wanted to see if that was true. Okay, effects on the brain. Here we go. We do not know yet if or how DRUGABUSE during adolescence affects the brain development process, such as neuronal pruning, but there is a small but growing research literature suggesting that learning may be adversely affected by DRUG use during adolescence, particularly when use is frequent and heavy. Animal models have been used to examine this question. Okay, we still on adolescence. So, I mean, I still would imagine that maybe it has some truth to it. I mean, because it does have effects. I just don't know how old she was. But, I mean, any age, right? Listen, I want to see if we can learn something together. But, okay, nothing happened here. Nothing. How does DU affect brain development? DRUGABUSE can impact the brain's ability to function in the short term as well as prevent proper growth and development in the long term. Substance ABUSE affects teen brain development by interfering with neurotransmitters and damaging connections within the brain, reducing the ability to experience pleasure. I don't know why that's there, but I'm gonna roll with that because it seems. I mean, come on, it does have an effect, right? I thought we could learn something about. Okay. Again, this episode wasn't that eventful, so let's move on to the event. So, Jacqueline gets invited, right? That's Mia's close friend. She comes in with her husband, soon to be ex-husband Patrick. Everybody's confused. Giselle is just messy, but she's like, what is it? Yeah. I'm telling you, Giselle has a thing with people's relationships. She needs to mind hers. I mean, she doesn't have one, but that's probably one of the reasons why she's not everybody else's. But she's like, whatever. It's light and breezy. Candace. Damn it. What did I write? Karen calls out, oh yes. Wait, Karen calls out Robyn. Candace comes late. Ashley comes last with the kids, of course. Okay, so let me see if I can go off top with my memory right now. Because I wrote sloppy and I wrote something important here. Candace. Damn it. Anyway. So, Robyn, right? Oh, Candace calls. I'm sorry, now I remember. Candace calls Robyn and tells her that she's not coming with the kids. Which, as I said, as a mom, that's expected, right? Robyn, when they be on the green screen, Robyn tries to insinuate that also it's not about the kids. But Robyn, to me, is being shady. Because as a mom, good and goddamn well that she was not going to let the kids come. That Wendy was not going to let the kids come. And if the shoe's under the foot, she would not have let her sons go. Like, I'm sorry, not sorry. I do not believe that. So, in an effort to make, in my opinion, like me personally, in an effort to make Wendy look bad, I feel like she made herself look shady herself. in my opinion. Well, she made herself look shady to me. Which, bringing Karen up, Karen calls out Robyn and says this basically roundabout what I'm saying. Like, or I said roundabout what she said. Like, nobody's gonna allow their kids to go to a party where they were not invited to. And then in the most nastiest of ways, and then in front of everybody. Like, come on. But, yeah, so Candace comes, she says hi to everybody except Giselle, of course. Her and Ashley share a moment where Candace is telling Ashley that she's having a difficult time doing the IVF. And of course, Ashley tries to comfort her, right? And telling her, it's okay, it happens. Our IVF takes a long time. I don't know, I didn't really have to, thank God bless me that I didn't have to experience that. But, anyway, so the episode ends with Ashley driving around. Somebody went and blabbed and put it out on the blogs before Ashley got to. Ashley and Michael, or should I say Michael, wanted Ashley to discuss what she was going to put out. But she's put in a position where she's going to have to put out something because somebody beat us to the punch. I don't know who it was as of now because that's how the episode ended. I am again convinced that Ashley does not want this divorce because she kept saying that how he first of all they was trying to reach him, her and her publicist. He don't want to pick up the phone. He probably saw all that shit. Everybody's accused. He's all over the blogs, a cheater. Ashley's looking great on the blogs. He's looking terrible. Ashley's very concerned about how he's looking on the blogs. So that's why I'm convinced, like, I do not think Ashley wants this divorce. I'm trying to pick up something off the floor. I'm sorry. That's so rude. I'm a little OCD. I don't think Ashley wants this divorce. I think she, like, called the bluff. I think, like, she tried to not call him out, but I think she did this not to get something out of him, but to wake him up to their relationship. He went and got a vasectomy. This is not going to bode over well for her. I will be shocked if they are still together. Something needs to wake him up, or I don't think he wants this marriage. I mean, that's what it's looking like so far. But like I said, this is just episode 4. So I told you this episode was not really eventful like that. I try to learn. That's what I'm saying. I was going to try to learn something together. But, because that's an interesting tidbit right there, right? But I mean, it's DRUGS's. I don't know how heavy, her use was or what she used when she started. But anywho, so like I said, this episode wasn't too eventful. The recap is not, it's still 18 minutes. God, I talk so much. Thank you for sticking by me, those of you who have been watching. Yeah, that was my recap of season 7, episode 4 of Real Housewives of Potomac. Not too eventful, but we're chugging along here, right? The episodes keep coming in. We still got 2 more to go. I will be doing those later because I need to go to sleep because I'm playing myself right now. Anyway, good night, y'all, or good morning, or good afternoon, whenever you see this. Again, I'm Jigs. This is Jigs in these Wi-Fi streets. Thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for subscribing. Leave a comment. What do you think? Do you think Ashley wants her divorce? Do you think Robyn was being shady by trying to get Candace to go get the kids? What do you think about the husband's reactions? Tell me what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe, watch my other videos. Thank you for clicking, and I'll see y'all.